joins the scheme at an early age, he will only have to contribute about 55 rupees. Central government will provide another 55 rupees matching contribution and will build up a pension reserve for such person to get 3,000 rupees after he retires at 60. Similarly, a person at 29 years of age will be required to contribute about 100 rupees a month. Central government will provide 100 rupees as a matching contribution and will ensure that all such persons in the 18 to 40 age group who join this Pradhan Mantri Shram Yogi Mandan scheme will get a benefit of 3,000 rupees after they retire at the age of 60. We have also recognized that all those who have a taxable income up to 5 crores, up to 5 lakhs per month, and in this section there are nearly more than 3 crore taxpayers, whose taxable income is under 5 lakhs per year. Such taxpayers will now not be required to pay any tax. They will be allowed to take a tax rebate for the entire tax payable by them and will not be required to pay any tax. We have taken this decision and announced it in this budget because we believe that for such small taxpayers, we could not have waited till the main budget, particularly considering that taxes will start getting deducted at source from April itself. And then April, May, June, July, there will be tax deductions for which they would have to go back to the tax department and claim tax refund at the end of the year. Our effort is that while they file return, they don't have the pressure of taking a tax refund, but their taxes will not be deducted at all. Therefore, we have decided to make it known that all those with a taxable income up to 5 lakhs will not be required to pay any taxes. Actually, if you add all these several other deductions that a person is entitled to, Mediclaim, investments in specified savings, provident fund up to 1.5 lakh per year, interest paid on any house that a person has purchased up to 2 lakhs a year, any person who's entitled to claim standard deduction, which also we have increased from 40,000 to 50,000 now. A person who's paying interest on children's educational loans, with all these deductions, actually persons with much higher income, also if they claim these other deductions, will have a taxable income below 5 lakhs and will be able to get out of the tax net. However, the existing rates of income tax for all other persons has been maintained as at present, and they will be required to pay their taxes for the present as per the existing tax structure. Their taxes will start from 2.5 lakhs going upwards as per the existing scheme, after taking all the deductions of course. And then in the final budget, the then finance minister can take the final decisions on the tax proposals under Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's guidance. We have also, as I said, increased the standard deduction from 40,000 to 50,000 per year, which will give a benefit of 4,700 crores to 3 crore salary earners and pensioners. Some more small changes have been made. The TDS threshold on interest earned on bank and post office deposits is increased from 10,000 to 40,000. So people can have larger savings and yet not have TDS. Similarly, if a small taxpayer with capital gain up to 2 crores, when he sells a house, buys more than one house, maybe for his 2 children or any of such sort, up to 2 crores capital gain, a person can buy up to 2 houses, which will be exempt once in a lifetime. Similarly, the benefits under Section 80 IBA for new projects coming up under affordable housing scheme will get an income tax benefit for 1 additional year up to March 2020 which will keep the cost of affordable houses lower. We have also taken some game-changing decisions on improvising the income tax system. This year, 99.54% of all taxpayers have had their income tax return accepted as it is through a computer-driven program, no manual intervention while selecting returns for scrutiny. And going forward, we are going to further improve the system of tax refunds so that people can get their refunds faster. Also, those few cases which come under scrutiny for defined parameters, their scrutiny also will become completely faceless 2 years from now when we implement the new software, and an anonymized system of tax assessment will be introduced for all taxpayers. I think keeping the fisc prudent, maintaining fiscal discipline, bringing down inflation, and yet providing benefit to 130 crore Indians has been the hallmark of this government. I must, in conclusion, thank the Prime Minister for his visionary leadership to take benefits to 130 crore Indians and yet ensure all-round development in every sphere, maintaining the highest standards of ethics and integrity, an honest government that has delivered on all that we had promised and will continue to deliver in a big way in the years to come, for which I set out the 10-dimensional vision of this government for the next decade. We believe India will be one of the fastest growing large economies for years and years to come, and that benefit will be enjoyed by 130 crore fellow citizens for years and years to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We'll take questions now. Please be brief and pointed in your questions. The second thing is that you identify yourself and your organization. So the lady there, yes, please.
Sir, Timsi Japuria from CNBC TV 18. This side, sir. Sir, in your front. Sir, I have 2 questions. You have brought down the fiscal...
One question. I won't be able to last.
Yes.
One question.
You've promised in your speech here itself that in the coming budget you would like to further look at the income tax rates and slabs.
That is the right of the then finance minister.
Do we take it as a promise that
Not
upcoming budget is likely to give more
all.
Relaxations on income tax side?
Madam,
because middle class is a little depressed because only a standard deduction is what we are seeing on the
I had the constraint of this being an interim budget. However, there were many things which could not have waited for the final budget, particularly the relief to the small taxpayers, which I have passed on. The rest is for the then finance minister in July 2019 to decide. But if you see the track record of this government, for the last 5 years consistently, we have passed on benefits to our taxpayers. You saw the income tax limit on interest increasing from 1.5 lakh to 2 lakhs. You saw the tax slabs, the exempt slab increasing from 2 lakh to 2.5 lakh, and then further through the tax rebate. All taxpayers up to 3 lakh were made exempt from tax earlier. You saw that we have increased the investment in specified savings to 1.5 lakh from 1 lakh. This has been a government which has continuously shared the benefits of higher tax collection with all of you. The rest is for the people to decide.
Fiscal deficit is again a concern, sir.
Sir, only one question. Lakshman, no, just one thing. Lakshman.
सर मैं लक्ष्मण CNBC आवाज से मेरा सवाल टैक्स फूड को लेकर जो आपने फैसला लिया उसमें छोटी सफाई चाहिए। सफाई ये कि अगर किसी की टैक्सेबल इनकम 8 लाख रुपए है तो अभी क्या उसको पहले के नियम के मुताबिक 2.5 लाख से ऊपर के सारे पैसे पे टैक्स लगेगा या फिर 5 लाख?
जी पहले के